Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today, the thought of, remember, what's that saying? Remember where you came from? Kept popping in my head today. Because everybody is on this spiritual journey. Everybody is in a different place. Everybody is going through different things. They might be similar, but they're different because it's you. Nobody else is meant to go through what you go through. And I step back and I think where I was and where I am now and the path that it took to get here. And a lot of people, it's like, and there's flies. There are people on this spiritual journey, and this isn't a judgment. It just is. They get to the point where they're awake. And I've been here. You know, you get to where you are, and then you forget that there are people still struggling, still going through the trenches, still dealing with their dark night of the soul, still trying to figure this out. I mean, crap, I'm still trying to figure this out. You know, I mean, I have a much better grasp on it than I did before. But holy shit, it's a lot, you know? And there are things, because I was just talking to a friend of mine, it's like, there are still things that people will say, and I'm like, I don't even, and I said this before. I talked about Esther Hicks and the vortex. Yeah, I still don't have a damn clue what the vortex is. You know, I mean, can't help you there. If you know what it is, that's great. But it's like, we're not meant to understand all of it. There's no flippin' way we can understand all of it. It can't happen because you're not meant to. And I remember, you know, hearing all this stuff, going down all these rabbit holes, going through all this, listening to all these videos, reading books, and feeling more lost than I was before I started. And eventually, things started falling into place. Eventually, you start having those moments where, oh, now it makes sense. I can't tell you when that's going to happen. You know, it's... So for these... And I'm tired of holding my phone. For these, if you're watching videos that say everything's supposed to be rainbows and sunshine all the time, it is. But it's not. It should be. You know? I mean, think about it. It should be rainbows and sunshine. Look at our earth. It's beautiful. It should be rainbows and sunshine and unicorns and fairies and gnomes and I don't know what else. Angels and you know what? It's all here. It's all here. But we don't see it. Some people do. I mean, I know, here, I'm going to put this up here because I'm tired. Again, I'm tired of holding my phone. I remember back when I did Reiki. I did, had Reiki treatments done. This isn't working either. And I remember her saying that she told, like a year or two later, she said something about fairies. And I said, well, did fairies show up for me when you did my Reiki treatments? And she said, yeah. She said, but you weren't ready for that yet. You weren't ready for me to tell you that. And of course, me being me, I was like, well, yeah, I was. Because I don't look at people and judge them and think, oh, well, you're crazy. You know, I don't believe you. But there are a lot of people that do. And I don't even know why. Just, okay. Remember, it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. Remember, you're not where everybody else is. And we're not here to compare ourselves to anybody. That's where we get stuck. We get hung. And we go into ego. We feel better than because we made it. We understand it and somebody else doesn't. Or you feel less than because somebody else gets it and you have no clue. I just want to say, how do you fix it? You just stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Stop judging. And sometimes that's easier said than done. But for those that have been awake for a while, for those that you get this, you're kind of there. It's like when I was in the police academy. I was literally the slowest runner. Okay. I hated running. I still hate running. My body was not designed to run. It was designed for other things, like shooting. And I said this in another video. I always jokingly said, I'm not going to run. That's why I carry a radio and a gun. Because if you're running away from me, I'm going to call somebody ahead of me to get you. If you're coming at me, I'm just going to shoot you. So, yeah. But you don't leave anybody behind. So we would be running. You had to run 3 miles like every day, which I was like, oh my God, I hated it. Literally. I complained. I was the biggest whiner in class when it came to working out. Okay. But the guys that went ahead of me and they finished first would circle around and come back and run in with me. So that's kind of where that's kind of where we are spiritually. Those of us that are ahead, and I'm going to set you right here. And it's 10:10 as I say this. Hi, bug. I don't know what you are, but I send you love. Those of us that are ahead need to remember that there's people that are still trying to catch up. They're still learning. They're still growing. They're still waking up. Some have just begun this journey. Some have, those of us that are ahead are supposed to circle back, and not out of God, I gotta go back. I gotta help somebody else. Just out of love. Out of God allowed you to be in the head of the class so you could go back and help others. Remember where, and again, like I said when I started this video, remember where you came from. You weren't always here. And I'm not knocking you. I'm not judging you. I'm not lecturing you. It's just there are videos that are out there where they talk about all this stuff like they're better than you. Because they've made it. And it's an easy road. You're just supposed to get here. You're just supposed to do X, Y, Z. And it's not always that easy. Again, everybody deals with this differently. We're here to hold space for those that are starting this process. We're here to help you. I'm here to help you. I can't speak for everybody else. I can't. It's like running the marathon. It's like running that marathon, running that sprint, at whatever. I can't make anybody come back. I can't make anybody do anything. No more than they could make me run faster. I wanted to run faster. I didn't want to. Did I want to be the last one in the class? No, I am not. I'm not one that enjoys being last, especially in something like that. And I made well, it wasn't an excuse. I just don't like running. Plus, I had just literally come off of 2 years of recovery with my knee because I had torn up everything inside my knee. So I spent a year basically on the couch in therapy, and then went back into surgery a year later to have scar tissue broken. So that was another 6 months. And when I told my physical therapist I wanted to join the police academy, he laughed at me. He's like, "You got to be kidding me." He said, you're just walking and you want to try to run? I mean, he had I'm telling you, because this shit's real, okay? He would have somebody go out in the parking lot with me and practice running. I'm learning how to walk again, okay? Oh my God, how relevant is this? I'm learning to walk again. And they're helping me learn how to run. It was not pretty. I was not graceful. And within a few months of that, I go into the police academy where you have to pass a physical agility test. You have to run every day. You have to do all this kind of stuff. And I remember running one day, and one of the fastest guys had come back. And he's like, Pam, you're going to let these, because I was 46 at the time. I was running against 20-year-olds. The youngest guy in the class turned 21 the day we graduated. These guys are they're younger, they're faster, they're more fit than I was. And he came back and he told me, he's like, you're going to let these young kids beat you? Trying to guilt me into running faster. And I told him, I said, you have no idea what I've been through. He thought I was making excuses. I'm like, I'm not making excuses. I'm running as fast as I can. And honestly, I told him, I said, I don't give two fucks who beats me at this point, because I'm doing the best I can. Wherever you are on this journey, I'm not here to guilt you into speeding up. I'm not here. I'm circling back around out of love to help you get to the finish line. And there really is no finish line in this spiritual race. You are learning to walk again, because you've just learned that how you walked in the past is all wrong. Everything you were taught was wrong. So you're having to relearn how to walk, how to live, how to be. That's where you are. That's why it's a struggle. I can't make anybody else circle back around to help you. Anybody else that is already ahead of the game. We've all been there in some form or fashion. Mine was physically. Yours may be something different. And it might even not be, I'm learning to speak again. Oh my God. You might not even know you've been, or be willing to accept the fact you've ever been in this position before. I don't know. Again, wherever you are on your journey, if you're ahead of the class, don't think you're better than anybody else. Don't think you've achieved your goals and now you're just here to move on and leave everybody else in the dust. That's not out of love. That's not out of oneness. So I don't care what your purpose is. If you are a light worker, you're here to be the light. You don't go to the top of the hill and turn your light off and say, screw everybody else. I made it. You're on your own. Because you're not a light worker then. You're selfish. And you're still wrapped in service to self. Light workers are service to others. So I'm not at the top of the hill. I haven't made it. But I'm here to help those of you that are struggling, those of you that are learning to walk again, learning to live again, whatever that is for you. And I'm just watching this little bug. Here, I'm going to show you this bug. Yes. See? I don't know what it is. He's probably going to fly away and scare the hell out of me, but that's okay. He's just sitting here next to me. I love you guys. I don't care where you are on your journey. I want to say I'm not here to leave you behind. Whatever you're going through, it may be different than what I went through, but we all don't learn to walk or live or run or whatever in the same way. What works for me may not work for you. I'm not here to judge it. I'm not here to say, you know, hurry up and come along. You're again, back to what I said the other day, there is no finish line. The universe is not sitting here going, you know, you're on a time clock, hurry up. This ascension process is being held up by you. Get your ass in gear. No, that's not. Don't ever feel like that. Because that's not the case. Anyway. I remember where I came from. I remember my journey, and I wasn't always here. If you're following somebody making you feel like you're not good enough, or, oh, well, you know, their life is amazing. Yes, I say I live in heaven on earth every day. I still have days. I still have life happening. It's not the delusion that we were sold, you know, where everything's perfect and it just falls into place and you never have a struggle again. It's how you choose to deal with the struggle. So, again, if you have I'm not here to make you feel horrible, okay? I'm not. I'm not here to make you feel less than. If you're following somebody that you're feeling less than, or you're feeling like you're not ever going to get it because they're so far ahead and wherever they are just doesn't make sense to you, stop following them. This process is not about making you feel horrible. It's not about scaring you. It's not about, God, you know what? We have so much shit to deal with ourselves through this process of awakening. Don't take on anybody else's shit. Don't let anybody else make you feel, well, how do I word this? Don't watch anybody else that makes you feel, well, they can't make you feel anyway, but you know what I'm saying. If you finish watching a video and you don't feel happy, don't watch them anymore. You know? If you feel triggered, figure out what that trigger is. But I don't know. I hope this, and it's getting windy, I'm sorry. I hope this makes sense. I hope wherever you are on your journey, I'm there with you. You know, I'm running beside you. I'm there to help you through whatever hurdles. I'm there to help you over that wall. I'm there to help you run that race. I'm there to help you take out the bad guys. That's what I'm here for. So, I love you. I hope you have an amazing day. We're in this together. We really, truly are. You know, I heard the saying, where one goes, well, Trump said, you know, what is it, where, I don't even know what the crap it is. I just went blank. But where one is, we all are. It doesn't really, do I really understand it? No. But you know what? Not everybody is going to make it to the same place. You're not meant to. They might one day. But that's not for you or me to figure out or worry about. So, I guess that's it. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. And again, I'm here to help you through this, whatever you're going through. Okay? We're all dealing with it in a different way. So, much love, and we will talk soon.